Yeah.
It's a little bit different.
But that same reaction, if he can translate into hitting like whip normals and just putting damage on Dhalsim where you can, that's the key. And so you can actually get in and do some real damage. But you can't let him get away with whiffing normals in your face all day.
True.
True. But yeah, let's see what he's got. I think Akuma does pretty good in this match anyway. So he's definitely, I think he has the advantage as far as characters go.
Right. And as long as neither character or neither player pauses, we should have a good, clean fight.
Hope so. We'll find out what happens.
One thing Trellix is working on right now is committing to a thing. He's going to decide to, whatever approach it is, it might not be the safest, but you have to take risks in this game.
Oh, look, he's already trying. He's already trying to whip punish normals.
Yep.
Okay, I like it already. But no, yeah, you can't second guess yourself. If you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong.
If you're wrong, you're wrong, and you go on to the next thing. And hopefully the next thing is you putting a bunch of hurt on Akita.
But the trick is not to get scared, not to second guess yourself because you were wrong.
Right. And don't get caught in between options and think, well, what if it's wrong? Because then you end up, instead of throwing rock or paper, you just get some weird thing in the middle and Dhalsim kills you.
It's that hesitation. Like, that's negative. Yeah, that was a good chase down.
Yeah. Maybe if he did like Fierce Tatsu, it would have gotten all the way.
It's very possible. Wow, that was a weird little angle there.
Akita's so good at being just out of range for whatever it was you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Just out of range. And he plays unlike most any Dhalsim I think I know. Ooh, if that was a throw, it would have been good. Where he's just going to play in that upper back corner of the screen for most of everything. And then if he gets something going, well, then sure. But it's on his opponent to get in.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the most frustrating things in the world.
And he's not shy about burning V-trigger either. Like, he'll definitely go for the V-reversal.
And just so happened he didn't push a button there, so Tyler's DP whiffed, and he's dead.
I feel like Tyler didn't do anything wrong there. Like, I think if he just cleans up his play a little bit. Like, he was doing the right things. He's trying to whip punish normals.
Right.
He made a few wrong calls, but, like, it wasn't domination by any means.
Right. And again, like, that's going to happen some of the time when you're doing this commitment game, which is very much Street Fighter V. A lot of this game is based around commitment. Ooh,
well, they're in big
time, and into the corner. And there you see that V reversal. Now, when you're playing Akita, you kind of want to bait that out. You kind of want to do, like, if you got him in the corner there.
It's definitely his favorite option.
Yeah. No, it makes sense for Dhalsim, too, because he doesn't have a ton of defensive options.
Trying to beat out DP there.
Yeah. I want to see Demon. That's what I want to see.
I want to see a throw beat some of these V reversals.
Yeah. And this is going to be all she wrote for Tyler if he can't get in here. He's got a long, long road to... yeah.
It would have been a good time to uppercut.
DP? Yeah, it would have been sick.
Especially how far V-trigger goes. Yeah. And you get good setup. Yeah.
And yes, that's what it's all about. Like, you're going to have to take risks as Akuma, but once you get in there, especially if you're in V-trigger, hit something like a DP, you get that Oki afterwards. You get that kind of little bit of set play going.
Yeah.
And that's where you just got to steamroll.
I didn't know the stream had headphones. I would have played with headphones earlier.
Oh, yeah, you would have won.
Yeah, definitely would have won.
For 100%, yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, let's see what he learned, what Trellix learned from this.
Oh, he learned that he doesn't care about his shins at all.
Punish those limbs. Because the only way Akita's going to stop like that, the only way he's going to stop is if you punish him.
Ooh.
What did you hit? That sounded like a teleport.
It was a teleport. You heard the teleport, but it was the startup of it. Which
because the air ones aren't invincible.
Correct, yeah. Oh, neither is if you do that.
Well, that was a perfect chance right there.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Commit. Now, what does he have? Jab into throw. Ooh, air throw. Yep. Oh, no. Now, that wasn't a punish, right? Like, I mean...
I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, punish might not be the right word there, but, like, he didn't get hit automatically. I think he could have blocked it.
Yeah. That EX flame, by the way, is -3. So Tyler definitely could have uppercut it.
This sucks, yeah. And that does not go away. You've got to get it past you. And he can teleport back on the other side and just shoot it right back if you get past.
You just walk up and block it, and that's probably the best option for most people.
Yeah, get it off the screen is what you need to do. Block it with your face if you have to, but he didn't have the life there to do that.
It goes away pretty fast. It's not like Dhalsim gets a super strong mix-up if you block it anyway.
That's good to know.
Well, hit it. Yeah.
Now, what you want to do against Dhalsim is get into range where your forward dash is a threat. Because from there, it's hard for him to react to like a forward jump versus a forward dash. He's got to pay attention to one or the other. And that's where you can kind of mix them up. Tyler chose jump there, and it was not the right answer. And he ate Dhalsim's most damaging combo.
I think Akita was also waiting for that, too. Like, he just stood there until Trellix jumped.
Yeah, and
that's one part committing, but another part is knowing what your opponent wants to commit to also.
Okay, well, here's a chance for Tyler. He's in. He's got a lot of life to make up. Go up and block it. Jump into it. Well, look how much damage that didn't do.
Yeah, just block
So
it.
you're right. Just
block it.
And it's gone.
See, it's not that strong a mix-up. It's not like he gets a high-low, so just block
I like
it and block
that.
it.
That's not too incredibly stupid. I mean, the potential there is pretty big, and Tyler's dead.
Yeah.
The potential there is pretty big with, like, if Dalsum can get a combo off
Yeah,
of it.
the scary part is when he's walking forward and you're not near it and you have to guess left or right. So just dash in and block it, and then all you have to do is eat a medium.
Yep.
I guess I have to play. Okay.
You have fun. So it looks like he said, Crazy EX is going to be up. He will be playing his brother-in-law, his roommate. No, Tyler, no! You're vulnerable. That's not our property. If you're just tuning in here, we are live at TGZ, the gaming zone here in Tempe, Phoenix, where they eat boogers. But hey, we're happy that they'll host us here for Ranbats yet again. This is episode 2 of this Ranbat season. I believe it's 7 point something. I guess it was 7.2, right? And we're getting set up for Crazy EX versus Thrasher. These guys are literally brothers because Thrasher married Crazy EX's sister. So you got to know that they know their goofiness. Now, I don't know how much Crazy EX earned. I'm going to say Ernest because there's less syllables. So I don't know how much Ernest has been practicing this game. I know he's been practicing a lot of Dragon Ball. I know that Mike has not been playing a ton because he's been just playing Monster Hunter. But that doesn't really matter because he plays Mika. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Again, we don't see Ernest all that much. So when we do, and usually a strong performance either way, the guy's a good player. But we'll see how practiced up he is. So it will be Cammy, most likely. Cammy's not playing neutral versus Mika's not really playing neutral. And we'll see who's not neutral gets the better of who. Right now, they're doing a very exciting button check. Cool thing about Street Fighter V is that button checks are no longer a thing you have to do in-game. You can just do that right here in the site. I'm being joined by Cool Guy right now. What's up, Cool Guy?
What's up? Nice to meet you.
You too.
I am an out-of-towner, actually.
Oh, really?
On vacation. I just came to play some fighting games on the cab, and I found out that there's a tournament today.
And then you're like, hey, can I commentate? And they let you in?
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
my stick is in my hotel room. Like, if I knew that there was a tournament, I was like, damn. Like, I would actually came prepared. But yeah, I just came to play some like 3S or something. Like,
We have that.
Yeah, I knew that there were cabinets here, so let's see. We got.
What's up, Benny? Team No Guac.
I'll be on guard.
Ooh, well, okay, let's go, Cammy.
Yeah, so these guys are brothers.
Oh, okay.
Well, and by brothers, I mean the Mika player married the Cammy player's sister.
Oh, okay, so like brother-in-law.
Yeah, but it's
Gotcha.
cooler if you say brothers because it's
Indeed.
more of a,
Yeah.
of a clash. And it's also a Tucson team kill. We have a big rivalry between
okay.
Tucson and Phoenix. Phoenix
Gotcha.
eats boogers and Tucson doesn't. That's the main difference. But also Tucson's usually better at fighting games. Sometimes Phoenix gets a free win.
And so,
Oh, no. And if that's any indicator of how this is going to go, you really have to be able to hit Mika's dropkick. You know, like
Yeah.
if you don't, then she has a whole world of options there.
interesting, choice of V-Trigger 1. I personally have been sticking with it.
You're a Cammy player?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've been sticking with V-Trigger 1. I feel like the extensions are more valuable than the additions to her neutral toolkit, but I also think that a 3-bar V-Trigger where a character of Cammy's health is not exactly the most useful thing. You know, getting caught in the corner or whatever, you might not have the opportunity to really, bring it to its full potential. So.
Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't seen the Pro Tour starting with Final Round, which is this upcoming weekend, right?
Yeah.
And we haven't seen a lot of players in the competitive realm like flesh out what they've been practicing yet. So we'll see what happens with all these new V triggers.
We've seen a lot of like fiddling around with different characters for a lot of the players, just kind of feeling out where where things shake out as to where the changes came into play. Like Punk's been playing mostly Chun,
right?
At least since like Frosty Fasting's about, and very interesting turnout at Yeah, the Big E tournament, Winter Ball.
Yes, yeah.
The Colleen player. He's actually a friend of mine.
Nephew, yeah.
Nephew, yeah. He's a Pittsburgh local. So
Is that where you're from?
that's where I go to college, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Final round here.
round and around. Now,
Yeah.
that first round, we saw Ernest like eating drop kicks. We saw him not anti-airing as much,
Yeah.
and then that all turned around. It's like he just shook off the cobwebs. So I'm curious as to which Ernest. Okay, we're back to old
Yeah.
Ernest, or scrub Ernest, I should say. Wakes up DP. Hey, it's Street Fighter commitment.
Yeah, it works. I mean, it definitely works a little bit more than it should, I suppose. Ooh. See how did Diego do? Diego won. Big read, man.
All right, and the Cammy. Oh no,
Yeah. Here comes the spiral
the vortex.
into the
Where
corner.
is he?
Ooh, back in.
Oh, I would have
Ooh,
liked to see
that's
EX
confirmable. Oof.
Peach or Wingless rather.
Interesting choice. If he spiral aired there, he would have been able to bring him back in the corner, but EX spiral would have put him on the far side.
Oh no.
Ooh, tries to put him in the blender there, falls on the same side.
And I think Mike's looking for a confirm into super, but he's not going to get it because Ernest confirm into the purse. She hits you with a purse that has bricks in it.
Yeah, the interesting. I'm very eager to see where Mika V Trigger 2 shakes out because some of the chair setups look super not real, but I feel like if you're not prepared for it, you can definitely catch a body or a chair.
Mike was playing V-Trigger 2, I think, last time, but he doesn't have the confidence in it yet, and I don't know if he's decided whether it's better or not.
If he understands the setups as well to really, bring them out in the tournament.
And with it being 3 meters that you need to get it and stuff, it's hard to beat what you know and what has been working for Mika since day one, right?
Yeah, so EXDP to escape the setup.
EX Peach to try to get some jerkbag damage didn't work. Uh-oh. Bad news for Cammy right here. In the corner. Doesn't want to be there.
Resisting the urge to try for stun, and then ends up getting command grab for it. She might
be
be
dead.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This
Well,
character bleeds.
low life, and that move hurts.
Yeah, it does. Mika and grapplers in general are matchups that I'm less particularly familiar with. I know the Abby matchup a little bit better, but we do have a Mika player out in Pittsburgh. The one thing I have been noticing is Crazy EX is jabbing him out of the drop kick with relative, pretty frequently. So it seems like he's kind of figured out the answer to it there, but he also eats a crush counter on it every now and again.
And the thing is about it, especially if your character's answer is jab, and that's all they're really going to do, or maybe risk a medium punch or something, but obviously you have to be even faster with that.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Exactly, yeah.
Because if I do get that crush counter every so often, it's going to be way worth it.
Yeah, exactly. It's still easy to throw out, and if you get it all, I believe it's safe if you charge it all the way full, correct?
Yeah.
So
It's plus.
Yeah, so if you could kind of get the conditioning going on there, yeah.
That was pretty sick.
That was
pretty sick.
That was very clean, very slick. So there's a 3 out of 5 set.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. Okay.
3 out of 5 will be the finals, I think. So maybe winners, losers, and grand.
Yeah. Another, change to AE that I feel like was particularly prominent in that last game is command grabs being so much more punishable.
8 more frames, huh?
Absolutely, like completely 100% reactable, And I think while I feel like that wasn't where some of the grapplers were particularly strong, I think it's definitely worth talking about, especially with characters like Cammy, who can really thrive if they get a solid punish as opposed to only like a jab or crouching medium kick.
Do we have an idea of why that was a change? It was universal. Everybody with a command grab got a longer recovery on it. And I don't feel like anyone was really worried about that. No one was missing
that wasn't exactly the problem, as particularly not with the Zangiefs and the Abigail types.
Right.
But I think it could have just been, their attempt to make, corner throw setups, especially because they did universal nerfs to tick throwing, or not tick throwing.
Throw loops.
Throw loops and tick throwing in a certain, for some characters. So I think they were just kind of trying to, make the, the calculated risk of going for throws or, in corner setups and stuff like that a little bit more, high risk, high reward in a sense, especially in the case of Mika where we have such high damage on the command throw. With Zangief, you start to see those changes kind of become more balancing, I guess.
Hurt.
Yeah.
Those 8 frames hurt.
Yeah.
All right, so Ernest poised to
50%
take
bar.
this set here and knock his brother-in-law into the loser's bracket.
Crossed up.
That will
Stun City if he didn't die anyway. So
be it.
That is GG's.
So our answer to has Ernest been practicing? It looks like it probably. Although it is Street Fighter V, it's not that hard to pick back up.
I went for pretty long hiatus in the middle there. Flirted with some Guilty Gear, stuck with Marvel 3 into the Infinite Days, stuff like that, and picked it back up on AE. And
The commentators' names are wrong. They're not? Let's see, go back to the...
yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, they're pretty right. Oh, I gotta go play.
All right.
Wish me luck.
Good games. Or whatever you say on commentary. All right. What's going on, guys? So, in this interim period,
What's up, guys? Velociraptor's back. Okay. All right. Ooh, this is a good match already. How far are we in the bracket? Winner semis. Okay, that makes sense for this match. No, winner semis. This is to get into winners finals.
okay. So we got Velociraptor versus
Kita.
Kita.
Yep.
And that character matchup is
It's going to be Dalsum and why am I blanking on the name? Nikali. Jeez, I'm thinking about everybody's name. Yeah. Sorry, I'm still coming down from matches, so it's like
after a set you get a little bit of jitters.
yeah, you got to kind of reset.
Absolutely. When I was at Frosty Faustings after my sets in like both of my games, even if it was like convincing or whatever, one way or the other, I was still just kind of a little bit like
Yeah, that's just the
rattled.
adrenaline. That's
yeah,
the rush
exactly,
that you get
yeah.
when you're playing.
Like I lost 4 rounds straight in Guilty Gear, which I'm particularly
Ouch,
new
yeah.
to, and I was still kind of like, oh, okay, I need to relax for a second here.
I think that's important, especially when you're playing in tournaments. When you get out of a match, just take a second to breathe.
yeah,
and
really
you have to
reflect on
reset.
what you learned there.
Yeah, but even just to reset to neutral to get
in
all the
life.
adrenaline out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to just
Absolutely.
just center yourself, I guess is a good way to put it.
I definitely know what you mean.
Yeah, I have to fight Abe. I'm gonna go for that bounty. I'm hoping I can get that bounty. Yeah, we're working on fixing it right now.
So we got someone hitting the deck, very Marvel 2 style, the Coach Steve, as it were.
Yeah, he's very comfortable playing that position. I don't know how anybody plays like that, to be honest with you, but
Yeah, I've done it a couple times. Like one time I was at a station and a monitor didn't angle in any particular way,
Yeah.
and I was a little bit it was better from the floor and
Yeah.
it worked out, but it's awkward on your wrists. That and people who play on with their stick on the table.
oh yeah, I used to do that back in the day when I first started playing, but you just get used to playing it.
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
feel like it's just a habituation thing.
Okay, so he's going with not Sim. Maybe he's just trolling us. I guess we'll find out. Nope, he's going with not.
The proper costumes.
And Team Steve. Of course you are.
Back to Dulcin. Oh, are we gonna see the
Okay, so decided against that. I was going to say I think Nikali has that.
the tuner
Here's my
ball
favor.
V-trigger?
2 is good. I think just people are new at dealing with it.
Yeah, I think so too.
But it's I think it has more utility than 1 does, so it's probably the preferred V-trigger.
I think people are a little bit scared having to block for that long against Dulcin.
I
It's
mean,
not something you're particularly...
he's not exactly
Yeah.
left-right monster unless he knocks you down.
That's true.
But Nikali has all the tools he needs to play this match. So he can kind of snipe out limbs. He has a ground pound to put pressure on for full screen.
Once he's in the size mode, he's in.
And all he's doing is building up V-trigger. So the longer Akita plays a keep-away game, the more advantageous it becomes for Nikali.
Interesting.
So yeah, there's kind of this slow game. Sim's already in the corner. All you need is something like that. Like, that's totally worth risking. And you just get all this meaty offense.
Pressure, yeah.
So, yeah, I was going to say Nikali just kind of hesitating on the uppercut just in case Akita teleported. But yeah, somehow sneaks out of the corner. Sim does.
Brings out the V-trigger.
I'm 100% okay with just walking in and blocking that.
Yeah. You just gotta
Oh,
get the
that
hits
was
out
so
of there,
good.
and that was very smart. Kind of back to a neutral here. Some more limb poking, and the Oki ball is back out again. Stalking flare.
Trying to
as it
uppercut
were.
it, just not quite at the right angle.
Yeah.
So as Nakali, you can actually jab those. Yeah, you can jab those when he does the little dive kick. Doesn't have a very good hitbox on it.
Yeah, doesn't seem like it. Relatively easy to scope out too. It's kind of slow on startup.
Yeah.
If he does
I think
from-
you're worried about other things from Sim.
Exactly,
so
yeah,
not
that's
ready
kind
for
of
it.
the least of your concerns. As long as you're prepared to react to it, and especially if he keeps him at this range, it's a
This
lot
is
easier
first
to scope
round,
it
by the
out.
way.
Yeah, 9 seconds left on the clock. Might see it go to time unless a limb pokes
Something
him
has
out
to
of that
happen with
last
the crazy
bit of
hit.
shit. Oh, yeah.
Still
I
not
don't know.
enough. Still not enough.
nothing.
Yeah. Maybe if you got a command grab instead of a regular throw, it might have been just enough.
EX command throw.
Yeah.
Something to get a little bit more damage on there.
Whoa, big crush counter. Doesn't get much off of it though. Okay, this is where Nakali shines in the corner, making you guess. Ouch! Stun.
He has health this time, yeah.
This is a much different round.
In this situation last round, he was already at a bit of a health deficit, so he was kind of working
Well,
from behind
the
there.
mix-ups.
Now that is,
Ouch.
that's Nakali.
Yeah,
That's
what happens.
That's Nakali.
That's all. The life of a sim player is also all about that. Sometimes you win
Exactly,
rounds
you
by
get
10
blended in the
seconds,
corner.
and then other times you lose in 5 seconds. It just happens. I feel like
Kind of low to the ground.
Nakali is just really not doing anything to stop those dive kicks. That's probably the only complaint that I have about the way he's playing right now.
At the same time, it's not really doing. Well, there you go. He got a solid counter hit. Counter hit.
Well, it
confirm
misses
into
the
the
teleport,
fireball.
but doesn't get punished.
But for a while, he was kind of poking around with them in there, and not losing a ton and not gaining a ton off of them. But there certainly is an aspect of punish
that-
there. Now that's a hit.
That perfect range.
Here's a Yoki.
Okay, yeah,
baits it out.
Not enough to finish it, but that is.
Wow,
Okay,
returns perfect. 2 perfects out of 3 rounds, one of which went to time.
that's how fighting sim goes, I guess.
Yeah. First one was pretty quick perfect. Second one was a little bit more methodical, a little bit more slow paced, and more characteristic of Dhalsim. So I feel like each of those perfects were very reflective of what you tend to
What
get
they
out
wanna
of
do,
these
yeah.
characters. Yeah. I feel like
Oh, good.
Ikita did a lot better on with knockdown setups. You
Yeah.
know. Earlier, he had some solid hits in the first round. I feel like he didn't get a ton in the name of mix-ups off of it, but that last round he really took knockdowns into meaningful setups, like with the bait of the DP,
Oh yeah.
and really got his money's worth out of there.
So Velociraptor just slowly trying to find his way in. He has more V-trigger than Sim does right now. Oh, nice teleport to get out. I'm not sure what that was.
Really kind of keeping his movements telegraphed right now. He really seems to have a
Wow, the air teleport.
seems to have the flowchart kind of
Wow, dash in
mapped out.
twice. Okay, here we go. Nakali finally gets in. Misses teleport again. Nobody's ready for that move. One of the new features in
jumps
Season 3
in.
Nakali. Big damage, single hit already tied it up.
One more.
Whoa. I feel like he could have stunned there.
Another hit would have been stunned if he had a crush.
Wow,
counter or
I
counter
cannot
hit
believe that he
confirmed.
hit that.
And he escaped. Stun's already out. He effectively removed himself from that mix-up.
Why?
Ooh,
oh, he tried
back
to
into the
super through
fireball.
that.
Oh,
Okay,
there
there
we
we go.
go.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that's a punish.
Totally worth the meter. I guess Sim was expecting a jump, or Keto expecting a jump, and Velociraptor was ready with the super.
Rikita, escaping the corner there was definitely reason I feel like to use that super. He brought that round back into where, to a winnable situation.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would have spent the exact same thing, especially because it escaped the setups. Like you said, the fireball isn't extremely threatening, but you don't really want to mess around with that sort of stuff. So
Yeah, Nikita's just kind of sitting at that perfect range where it's really hard for Nakali to jump.
and the size modes are relatively easy to scout out as well.
Yeah, Nakali's kind of hesitant to walk in that medium kick range. That was a little high. Whoa,
Here comes
the reversal sweep.
dashes him into the corner. Command throw.
Just a
Ooh.
little far for that throw.
Throws him again.
Okay, here comes Sim. Tries to bait out a DP, doesn't quite work out.
Yeah, the sim mix is really something. I guess.
AP Reversal doesn't want anything to do with the Nakali pressure.
Okay.
Not sure what that was, but okay.
Last round here. the second game.
Both of them sit pretty even on meter too, so this is well, just dash in twice.
It'll be interesting to see how V-Trigger, use of that resource comes into play here, as they're relatively on equal footing in terms of regular meter.
Oh, it hits him with the Seismo. Bad positioning for Sim already.
He's slowly working him into the corner. Oh, he got a prison ride. He's working his way out. V reversals,
Yeah,
brings things back to neutral. Playing those up-close footsies with
Nice.
Nakali.
And then misses the meaty. Unfortunate.
Relatively stable lead here. I feel like his...
Nakali is set to explode, though. So
Yeah,
full
absolutely. He's got
everything.
everything he needs. But, for some of the rounds previous, he's definitely had a really good...
Well, that was a mistake teleport.
Yeah, that was very scary.
Yeah.
He's had a really solid understanding of his movements. He's sniping them out of the air every now and again. Wow.
Ooh,
here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
There's
Gonna
the
need
start.
2 more solid hits.
Oof.
He's waiting for the teleport.
Oof. There, instant overhead.
Yeah. Actually, if Nakali had blocked that, that would have been super.
He would have been able to
He would
punish
have been
that
able
with
to super punish, yeah.
Interesting, interesting.
So that was a gutsy move, but it worked out.
So Akita advances to winners finals.
Okay, and then I gotta play. Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. And now I'm back by myself. So Akita moving on in clean fashion, but it got scary there for a minute. Fighting Nakali with full V-Trigger, full meter. Fighting Nakali in general. Once he's in, we certainly saw that once he was able to make him, close the gap, bring himself in there. The mix-ups are real. Now put it on over the bucket ad. I bet it'll work. So now we have Crazy EX and Zed3S. Zed3S. Not one of us. Is that actually your tag?
Yep.
All right. All right. Well, I'm Cool Guy. I'm in from out of town. And so we have another side of winter semis going on right now.
And we got the bounty going on here. Zed3S has the bounty on him. Crazy EX has a chance to make 20 bucks.
There's a bounty
Yep.
on
Zed3S.
Zed3S. Just whoever beats him gets 30 bucks or 20 bucks.
20
you said?
bucks.
Wow,
Knock him
okay.
out of winners, 20. Knock him out of losers, you get 20.
So some loser side matches in the bracket. 765 Reed Man in the losers top 8, playing against Trellix. Jammy awaiting the winner of Thrasher and Yusuf. Oh, now this is a matchup. We have Akuma versus the worst 900 health character in the game, as we like to say. So yeah, much love between these two players. But this is kind of a glass cannon type matchup. You have raw explosive damage, and then Cammy just kind of flying all over the place, throwing legs out at you. You never really know what's happening. Now, I personally hate this matchup as Cammy. I don't know that I know it well enough to really, understand it. But it really hurts. When it rains, it pours when it comes to this matchup. Already is strong corner pressure applied by Zed3S.
Cammy just utilizes speed to get anything going.
Yeah. Back to mid-screen, Yusuf V-Trigger and confirming through that was able to restore, spatial control there for Crazy EX. Ooh, uppercuts through the jump in. Zed3S seems pretty cautious to throw fireballs. Cammy does have a few tools that can deal with that. Ooh, dive kicks over the standing. Not standing, sorry about that. Yeah, Cammy having EX Spiral Arrow, V-Trigger Spiral Arrow, both of which have projectile invincibility as well as her V-Skill. If you're not careful, makes throwing fireballs relatively scary in certain circumstances. But
I feel if Cammy's neutral and her ability to give out fireballs, she should win this matchup. Just the problem is low health and high damage against Akuma.
I think it's very one-sided both ways. If the Akuma isn't careful about how they play out with the fireball game, if the Cammy finds herself in the corner, things can go south very quickly for either character just because of the low health.
Yeah, these characters can blow each other up, basically.
Even in the sense that Cammy doesn't have ridiculously high damage, but she still has something. And misses the confirm there with the EX dive kick, or EX spiral. Leads to a punish. And game 1 goes to set 3S. Pretty convincingly, I feel like. There was for the most part, with the exception of that earlier part of the first round, when he established corner control, he really, pushed it through and got solid damage out of it, bringing Crazy EX almost to stun. Very poke-heavy neutral. Akuma's legs are pretty scary.
There we go, utilizing that neutral some more.
His dive kicks have been pretty, looking very good so far. He whiffed one just there a bit earlier, but the counter hit confirms can be really, really useful against a character like Akuma. Now that's a tricky little number, getting the follow-up to an EX dive kick. It's not always as easy as it seems.
Especially not against Shoto.
Yeah, V reversals out of the corner, miss the punish, or miss the confirm, leads to a punish.
I saw a lot better neutral there by Cammy, and
a lot
also
more shimmying, a lot more whip punishing.
Whip punishing, and then once she got in, she got in.
Crouching medium kick can do real wonders in a lot of matchups against Shotos, especially Akuma. Counter hit, crouching medium kick into spiral might not be much in the name of damage, but it can establish corner control, and from there you might be only 1 or 2 mix-ups away.
And her standing medium kick, of course, drives everybody nuts.
Yeah, such an efficient poking tool. Ooh, confirms. Confirms nothing.
I think he just let that run rip.
Switches it into the corner. Oof. Suppose he scouted out a fireball there, but there wasn't any coming. Got around it nonetheless.
Good damage there, though, but it might not matter.
Yeah, definitely not. And that's around a piece for set 3S and Crazy EX. I feel like this game we've definitely seen some really good adjustments. Like we said earlier, some more shimmy game, more whiff punishing with the crouching medium kick. His dive kicks have looked good. He's had a few good jump-ins. So it seems like he has a really good understanding of the jabs him out of the demon flip. It seems like he has a good understanding of how to work around the fireball game. It's just going to matter about really landing your confirms and taking them safely. Both of these players have had a few misconfirms that ended up getting them into a bit of trouble later in the rounds.
Both playing rather patiently right now. One makes a good move.
Wakes up with buttons. V-triggers to make it
Good
safe. V-reversals to escape. Throws him back in. The knee bullet is one of my favorite moves.
There's that standing medium kick.
He doesn't need to, with the life lead, he doesn't need to do much more than just, keep himself at metaphorical arms or supposed legs lengths. Dive kicks out, EX dive kicks to escape.
Akuma has V-trigger too, so he doesn't have to worry about the Raging Demon here. That's good.
Yeah, V-trigger 2 is having a 2-bar V-trigger with a low health character is even if it's not exactly what Akuma gets out of V-trigger 1. That's what I personally think is the biggest weakness with Cammy's V-trigger 2 is it does add some useful elements to her toolkit that she doesn't have otherwise, namely an overhead and a command grab. But she does not live long enough to use a 3-bar V-trigger, and that's with a character like herself as such a glass cannon element, that sort of stuff matters. Already halfway to stun here with Crazy EX. Set 3S uppercuts out of the mix-up. Wow.
Good read.
Neutral get up and then the EXTP. Relatively close to death here. Ooh. Didn't land the full hits of the demon flip. Wow. Fakes a throw and gets thrown himself.
Got lucky for a moment there from the air reset, but
Well, throw teching in this game is so scary, you know. Characters like such as Cammy having such good walk speed, you know, makes doing it, especially mid-screen, real scary there. 'Cause he baited out a throw there, or just a button, I suppose, too, but you know, dive kick's currently putting in work. Really close to stun here. Manages to get himself out of the corner and establish corner pressure himself. Now, this is scary. He does have full meter. I feel like at this point he might just want to save it for the next round, and he does.
just throwing out pokes and it works.
Yeah, I mean, Akuma, you know, he's got some good normals, but nothing necessarily to the range of Cammy.
Not the range and not the speed.
Yeah, he's got some hitboxes that can overpower some of the lighter hits, you know, lead to crush counters and all that. But, you know, crouching medium kick and standing medium kick, he definitely doesn't have much of an answer for. Tries to uppercut him out of a demon flip.
Cammy's got a view reversal.
Yeah.
Got to make use of that.
Full bar. Ooh,
Oh.
messes with the DP
Oh.
confirm, and also another drop.
Got
Back
lucky.
medium out of the jump. Really solid anti-air game from both of these players. Here we go. Throws him out of the V reversal. Oof. You had to know it was coming. Oof. And there it is.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah. Close game 3 goes the way of
Akuma wins.
said 3S. So I definitely have to hop off relatively soon, but I will wait until another commentator is here. So winners finals, said 3S versus. Okay. Sounds like Diego's playing off stream. Sounds like we got some matches on deck. But yeah. So interesting Street Fighter 5 action. This is actually my first time commentating Street Fighter 5. I've commentated plenty of other games before, but not 5 and definitely not Arcade Edition. This is a nice little venue. This is a nice little space. Alrighty. Hey, Marvel players just got to do their thing sometimes. Maybe not when they have bracket matches, but Marvel's great. Let's go, Diego. Let's go, Marvel 3 gods. Although, Diego's team is one of the few teams. Any Dante Frank team is like one of the only shells in all of Marvel 3 that actually makes me not want to play the game. I can deal with Morrigan missiles. I can deal with Zero missiles. I can deal with Zero Dante. Frank Dante makes me want to die.
So we are currently waiting for a match, like as you were talking about. Tyler's ready. Off stream going on right now. Ernest and Jammy. It looks like they just finished, and I don't know who won. But it was last game, last round.
Wow. So what do we
So
have
I'm
coming
waiting
up
to
next
see
on,
who comes and reports.
Yeah. So do we have a losers match on stream now? The
Looks
other
like
side, losers top 8.
It looks like did you win? Okay, so Yusuf won. Yeah, 2-1.
So do we have losers top 8 on stream coming up? Is that what it is? Trellix versus Reedman. How do you actually pronounce it? Is it Reedman or
Reedman, yeah.
Reedman, okay. I've heard it both ways. Fizzy Cups is definitely simpler.
You know, we could run Yusuf versus me since what's his name's still on Marvel. Can I do that? All right, let's do that.
Marvel continues to be the bane of Tio's existence. Alright. Coming up instead, we have Yusuf and Velociraptor.
Who are we waiting on? Velociraptor and
We were waiting on Reedman versus Trellix, but Reedman is playing Marvel, so we are doing Yusuf versus Velociraptor first. So
Okay,
we are in
gotcha.
losers top 8 at this point.
just play dead games. It's fine. Follow the tournament. I'm just kidding. I like Marvel just like everybody else.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd rather play 3.
Well, where are the?
So now we're waiting on.
Aziz, where are you at? What's up? John, yeah, I think you're playing John.
All right, so.
But, okay, so finally getting a match. Sorry, guys, for the long pause. Just we got other tournaments going on at the same time, so it's hard to just keep the flow going.
How many games do you guys run tonight? Street Fighter, Dragon Ball, Marvel?
Marvel, Tekken,
Oh, wow.
DOA, Guilty Gear. Yeah, a lot of games. It's been going on for a while. That's just the way that goes. 6 games. Yeah.
Wow.
That's not bad. That's a full day.
Yeah, it's a
I feel
real,
like you
that's
run
a
it pretty
full
well,
night.
though.
Yeah, full weeknight.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Saturday. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Reedman wearing the Online Warriors hoodie. Shoutouts to Marvel in 2018.
Oh, ha, funny. I didn't even think that game had an online.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a more, you know, with local scenes being less interested in it, there's been kind of a resurgence of online Marvel 3 as well as Infinite.
Makes sense.
You know, 3 players, it's not too frequent to see in local scenes, so people have been, you know, linking up through Discord and stuff like that. And you know,
It's cool that they can keep the game alive that way.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a online warrior for Marvel 3 myself,
Nice.
and that play leaves a little bit to be desired, but
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where if you enjoy the game, I mean, I'm glad
yeah,
there's community
you're
to
willing
it.
to put up with the, you know, the trouble.
That's the unfortunate life of a tournament player, though. Like, you have to play what is at tournaments.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyway, I don't know how this match goes. I want to say that Guile has the advantage just because of the kind of stubby limbs, but Nakali does a lot of damage.
And once he's in, he can do a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's going to be how Velociraptor deals with
Ooh,
threat
that was
of
a whip
flash
on it.
kicks and stuff like that, and you know how that affects his ability to get in.
Yeah. And then now with this new V-Trigger 2, Nakali has an actual fireball, which is kind of weird.
Now, how does that?
I don't know how that plays into the match.
Does it beat Boom? Does it trade with Boom?
Oh, it's got like 3 hits. Like, it stays out there for a while.
So it definitely seems like an effective tool to either bridge the gap or keep him at arm's length himself.
Yeah.
Does he have to charge that projectile or?
I don't think so. I think it's just
Okay.
his V skill and V trigger.
So a button,
I think.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just a button.
I think that definitely would make a difference in this.
It's
matchup.
actually really. I think if he charges it, it's really plus up block too.
Okay.
But definitely just a strange move you don't see very often.
Very, very levels of it. Gotcha.
So Guile just kind of doing what he likes now, until Velociraptor gets in. But Guile's really good at keeping people out.
Yeah, slowly but surely, kind of establishing stage presence. And corner
Whoa,
pressure.
that was a
Jump
really
in
good
from
jump.
Guile. Escapes the Seismo and gets a punish for himself. Or upside down kick.
The big crush counter. I think that's game. Oh no, never mind. I'm looking at the wrong line.
Yeah. Brings him halfway to stun though.
Wow, no fear, just dash right back in there.
Full meter here. One more hit could be the end of it. Both characters actually have full meter. This is kind of a tense situation.
Nakali doesn't run out though, so
Yeah, exactly. There's a little bit of a
one hit is all you need.
arms race. Ooh,
yeah,
that's not a problem in this.
Ooh, is it gonna hit?
Goes
wow,
through.
that was a good
Wow.
reaction. Might be enough. Might be just enough. No,
Wow.
just barely not enough.
Pixel Guile. Ooh, baits it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Prepared for the panic option.
Fair enough.
of
I respect that.
EX
Yusuf. Fair
flash
enough.
kick.
Like, you had to take a guess.
Nakali
2
wins.
straight rounds for Velociraptor.
That did a ton of life.
Yeah. That game kind of felt slower than it actually was. Like, it was a little bit of poking and, you know.
They just build it up. It's
Yeah,
like a good
exactly.
movie. You just
And
wait to
then-
the climax, and then there you go.
And then once, you know, once he had those resources, he was ready to spend it and take the game in pretty solid fashion, I would say.
I think
two
Yusuf
rounds
is more of
straight.
a offensive guile play style anyway. So
He
he's
seems
not
to
one
really
to like turtle it out.
you know, when he seems to get you know, solid stage positioning and pushing Velociraptor into the corner, he really seems to stay closer than I would imagine most Giles
Yeah,
would.
he has no problem pressing forward.
You know, really using some of his, you know, better poking buttons, keeping the booms on him, keeping him in block stun, but nevertheless staying closer than you imagine he would be comfortable with, especially now that we see that Nikali has options to go right through booms.
So that crouch jab, not as good as used to be, gets a trade. Definitely not in Giles' favor. And now he's in a world of hurt.
Command throw. Nearing stun. One more hit should do it for this round, even if he doesn't. Ooh,
Here,
spits on him.
yeah, I was saying that thing's super plus. Oh, that's game. Next round. Good reaction on Yusuf's part.
Man, that man Guile is an acrobat. All kinds of flips.
He just
out
twirls
here.
in the air, just defies physics.
Somehow stalls his momentum into a second flip. You know, one flash kick's impressive enough, but
That's
now he's got
training.
two.
That's all. That's the leg press.
Yeah.
Gotta get in the gym.
Massive thunder thighs.
You too can do that. Double squeeze by Velociraptor, but okay.
Ooh, upside down kick to punish.
Wow. The mash reversal fierce, and it worked out.
Burns into the super, no problem.
Not in V-Trigger, though, so he doesn't get any setup off of it.
Less damage. Spit
Oh,
on.
yeah, you can't. Yeah, it stays out there. You
It's
really
that
can't do
Sentinel
it.
stand fierce. Reversals through with the flash kick. Escapes the setup and manages to bring himself back into neutral.
Holly just kind of bouncing in and out. You got to be really careful. Just because the next hit from Yusuf will take it. Is he going to run in the fireball? I almost thought he was going to run in the fireball. You get uppercut off of that? Oh, no, just a little too far.
And that's the round. Wow.
That was a good idea, but just a little far.
Critical error. Now two rounds straight for Yusuf, now evening the score 1-1. I'm assuming this is still 2 out of 3 in losers?
Yeah,
just top 3.
I think top 3, yeah.
best of five,
Just top
yeah.
3. Yeah.
Round one.
So yeah, it's kind of crunch time now. Both of these players have put on you know, pretty impressive shows in the games that they respectively won.
So, yeah, I was like, I was just doing his down back thing. But Yusuf really good at just kind of just waiting it out and then just attacking when you're not ready for it. Oh, a bad fireball.
Yeah, as I say, it's not super easy to punish booms, but you know, if you really have a download on the timing of it, it's not. You know, you can really get something off of it. In a matchup like this, that can be the deciding factor.
Nikali in a really good position right now. Nice
Whip
whip.
punish.
Uppercut? No.
Had him near stun. Doesn't lose too much by having him out of the corner, though. One Seismo would take him. Ooh, now this is trouble.
I think he's dead. Oh, no, I thought he could super there. I guess not.
Well, yeah, scaling on V-Trigger
Oh,
activation,
the
notably
techs.
stronger. Yeah, teching in this
Overhead.
game's so scary.
Yusuf ready to flash kick anything, but doesn't quite get it. I really thought he was just waiting for a move, like anything, and then he was going to get a flash kick, but guess not. So Nikali made it out of there with a lot of bar.
Yeah, I feel like Nikali,
Yeah,
you know, you
and-
kind of want to use it as best you can, especially with, you know, with matchups like these where jump-ins like
he's
that.
definitely
you know,
making good use of it right now.
EX uppercut, more valuable than the potential of a super later. So starting with 2 bars is already such a good way to begin the round.
Yeah, not punishable. Actually, you can punish it, but you have to be closer.
Yeah. Some of that situational stuff. Dash up and throws him.
It's so weird to see him do a flash kick to get a fireball out so that he can move
Yeah.
forward.
Flash kick being an approach tool, you know.
So that was a pretty good exchange for Gal's parts. So far, he's still got the life lead. Oh,
Parries on the jump in.
the nice.
Wow,
Wow.
baits
Okay, I
down.
don't think any one of those hit for Yusuf at all. Yeah, that definitely hurts. But good stuff, Yusuf.
Yeah, very clean game there. After, you know, kind of shocking drop there in game 2. It really could have been an opportunity to turn things around for Yusuf, but
Yeah.
the Velociraptor, maintained composure. Really, he played the matchup. He timed his jump-ins well. He dealt with the projectiles. He definitely played around flash kick really, really well. He blocked at least 2 or 3 of them. I think he blocked more of them on baits than he got hit by. You know, if you could deal with projectile and you could deal with flash kick, you kind of have Guile down.
Yeah, agreed. So now we're getting the next loser's semis, I think. If Diego is finally done. So if you guys like Guile, you're in for more Guile.
All right.
Well, yeah, you can take a look. Yeah, I really can't tell.
We should be at both sides of losers.
Well, yeah, we're waiting. I think we're top 5 already. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll play the winner of this. And then you're waiting for me. Coming for you. I don't even play this game. So, okay, well, I wonder where's Diego now?
I don't know. He
What
was
is
standing
happening?
right there. Hitbox players, I swear.
Diego, I'm calling you out. Where? Is he
Hitbox.
playing another Marvel match?
There's no way. How could there even be that many Marvel players in the venue?
There's
him and
like
Armando.
4 of them. Yeah. Sorry for the confusion, guys. We're trying to figure it out. I don't know where Diego went. Hey, where's Diego? Where's Diego? Oh, okay. No. Okay, so I guess we are. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna sit here until Diego gets done with Marvel. What do you got? You gonna show team? Okay, cool. We got the ads. All right.
All right.
So yeah, while you wait, guys, just so you know, we're at the Gaming Zone over here in Tempe. Am I right? Tempe. Oh, it says right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're in Tempe, Arizona. This is where all the magic happens. So if you're in the area and you want to come play some tournaments and you play literally anything, you play anything.
That's
we
what I
got it
did.
here.
I'm here on vacation and I want to do. My dad suggested I look for an arcade. This is what came up.
Nice.
And I came, and sure enough, there was a tournament happening.
Where are you from?
I go to school in Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
yeah.
Oh, that's funny. We had another guy named Pittsburgh.
Really?
Yeah. There's another guy, TJ, that came here from Pittsburgh, so we used to call him Pittsburgh. So yeah, I guess
Okay.
you're Pittsburgh Volume 2.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm here with my family on spring break, and my dad suggested I find an arcade, and my stick is sure enough in the hotel room. I didn't even know that there was an event going on.
Oh, damn.
Just came to mess around on the cabinets with my older sister.
Nice,
and,
nice.
Sure enough, there's DBZ and all that, and then I walk in, and then Armando walks by, and I'm like, well, shoot. Like,
Yeah. We
I
got
had an
everybody here.
opportunity to really play.
Yeah, for real. I mean, they're here every day, right? It's like they're open pretty much every day. Yeah, like how long are you here till?
I leave tomorrow morning.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, well, never mind. I was gonna say you can always come next time.
Yeah.
But that's
I
fine.
got
Just move to
my,
Arizona. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
I
all
mean, the
good.
trip was worth it. I got 10, 15 games of Third Strike game, which I had never played off Fightcade
And they have the
before.
legit cabinet here too.
I
which
know.
is tight.
That's an experience.
Like it's
I
the
had
only
never-
way to play that game.
I had never played on a cabinet for really anything before. Definitely not a legit one. And these are 2 of the games that I've really wanted to get into as far as
Oh yeah. And then
older
just a
games.
shout out to Rock Ninja for everything that he's done for us. So all the art you see today are all for him. All the logos, all the stream overlays, everything. So if you guys are interested, definitely check him out. All of his information is down below. Really cool guy. He'll definitely hook you up. So, all right, what we got? Wait. Yeah, this is for you. This is for you, Nick. Nick, when are we bringing back F99?
Crying Nico.
I'm totally down.
In the interest of talking about Crying Evo champions.
Could you explain to Pittsburgh Junior what exactly Fighting 99 is?
Yeah, what is? Yeah, please educate me on Fighting 99.
Wait.
Who should we ask what Fighting
You need to ask Driftwood. Ask Driftwood what F99 is.
All right. who's
Like,
Driftwood?
just ask him. He's in the chat right now.
Oh,
just
Driftwood. Driftwood, please explain to me Fighting 99.
All right. Yeah, he'll tell you in a minute. It's an inside joke, by the way.
Is it
Don't
just
let me
like
down.
a-
Don't
is
let
it
me
like
down.
a salty sweet? Like, is
No.
it?
No.
All right. All right.
That's the joke.
Okay.
So to give you some context, the joke is nobody knows what it really is.
Okay. Gotcha,
So that's
gotcha.
just the Q&A on the website is literally you go to there.
It's like on
Yeah! Diego! Finally! Thank you! You took your time, buddy. Yeah, so, anyway,
Yeah.
okay, now we're glad to have him. Stream's glad to have you back, too. So yeah, see, not even the founder know what it is. So
Okay,
so
alright.
they just tell everybody.
Oh, okay. So it's not like he just like. I thought it was maybe a salty sweet, and he got blown up at the last one or something like that, and that's why he would be like, "Yeah, fuck you."
I think we came up with it at some random Evo. We were just talking about it, and it just kind of continued on ever since. So, all right, finally, Diego decided to show up. God. So yeah, now you guys waited for so long to see some more Guile. I'm sure the stream is super excited about that.
So we have Guile versus.
That's very true.
Is that
Driftwood 100% speaking the truth. Anyway, yeah. So Guile, Kuma. More Kuma.
okay.
City Bay area.
Geez, you would think these characters were like top tier or something.
We've seen a few of them.
Akuma, you will feel my wrath.
Big fan of.
Oh
the
yeah,
Akuma
so Tyler
style
has to
constantly.
cry if he loses. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The first to 10. Well, I mean, he takes the game
yeah.
super seriously. Like, I
Shades
totally
of-
get it.
Shades of Kemonomichi.
Yeah. But yeah, Tyler doesn't cry and be super disappointed. But he'll just win, so it won't matter. This is an interesting match. I don't think either one has an advantage. I think maybe it's a little bit harder for Akuma, but I mean, once you get started, you can do whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is kind of the Guile Ryu of this game.
Whoa, that was good. I think Guile has a really hard time dealing with the pressure that Akuma puts on, but Guile's also really good at keeping Akuma out.
Punish
just like
on
that.
the
So
Tatsu.
you really have to kind of guess. I mean, you just have to make good reads. Whoa, okay. So far, so good.
A little bit of patient neutral from both sides here.
Ooh, wake up jab, but no
Maybe
conversion.
less so from Trellix.
So just red fireball pressure, just kind of get a little bit of offense going. Ooh, nice grab.
Command throw off Demon Flip.
Wow, he's really brought this back. Already got Guile on the ropes. Gets a trade. Oh, this is going to work?
Wow.
Yeah. A little late, yeah. I don't think there's... you have a little bit of recovery time from V-trigger activation. So good stuff for Trellix taking that first game. And he made it out with full bar, which is pretty good.
Knee of Justice.
Well, okay, doesn't... Gets away with that knee, but just eats a throw, so fortunate for Guile. Man, all these back fists. Yeah, Guile doing what he does best and just sitting there, just waiting.
Finds himself somewhat backed into the corner, but jump forward out.
Yeah, no contest from it. Oh, that's big!
Wow.
And Akuma puts you right back in the corner, and you get to eat all the Ogi. Ugh, not a good position.
Neutral jump gets stuffed out by the flash.
That was very good patience coming from Diego, or coming from Reman, excuse me.
Which throw goes unanswered. Wow.
New Guile combos.
Diego answers back. Round apiece.
So,
Final round.
okay. Yeah, both people sitting on like crazy meter, so you're gonna see some explosive things this round, I think. Not a bad trade. That's actually not a bad trade for Guile.
Trellix going with V-Trigger 1.
Oh, that's big!
Wow.
Just goes for a simple combo and a little bit of meaty pressure. So, wow, that would reach so far.
Red Fireball is kind of tough. Jumps into the boom.
This is where you kind of have to be patient as Guile, because he's got you stuck in that range, yeah, where there's really nothing you can do. You kind of just have to walk forward and block, or do that. Oh my! Just the uppercut, really?
Certainly seems to be a relatively patient matchup on both sides.
Yeah, you really got to pick your spots as both players. But Akuma's sitting on full bar.
Wow.
Is he gonna get it? Oh my God, he got it! Is he dead? I'm pretty sure he's dead. Are you sure? Oh my God. Is he gonna flash kick? Whoa! I got my own fireball. My red fireball beats yours.
Multiple hits.
That was insane.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy game.
Yeah,
pretty crazy first game one. Round apiece into that, interesting little.
I wonder.
trade back there.
I feel like Reban could have jumped, but I think he may have committed to a button or a boom or something, and that's probably why he got hit. But I mean, it worked out for Trellix. So
I think he
good
just
stuff.
needs to call jam session.
Round one.
Yeah, that too. He just needs to call the screen.
Shopping
Okay,
cart or
nope.
the likes.
So let's see if Reman is a little bit shaken from that or not.
Wow, blocks on the other side.
Whoa, gets
Tatsu's in.
Careful sweep.
Wakes up with a button and gets stuffed out.
Okay, just backs up. Doesn't want to deal with any of that offense. Okay. All right. Not sure. That was a little bit of a probably angry DP.
Yeah, a little bit
Felt
of
like.
a little bit of a sloppy sort of.
Yeah, definitely not as clean as the first couple rounds. But wow, okay.
Flash
All
kicks
right.
through the fireball.
Reedman is definitely tightening things up. We need to update the score. We need to update the score. But yeah, the whoa, okay. Wow, Reedman is just going off right now.
Yeah, he definitely seems to be picking his windows a lot more carefully, and it's definitely working out.
Oh, that's big.
As I say that, whips a flash kick, but
So Akuma tried to bait out the throw, but maybe, I don't know, a little bit off on timing, I guess.
Diego back in control now. Safe flash
Oh,
kick.
yeah,
gets
that's not
punished.
safe that close. Can you get the kill? Just jumps back. That's so gutsy. Oh, the uppercut.
Ooh.
No uppercut.
Just short of the connection for the punish. Wow! Flash kicks through the demon flip.
Yeah, I felt like Akuma maybe had a kill combo on that crush counter punish.
I think he could have supered and finished him
Or
off,
something,
but,
yeah. It was unfortunate on Trellick's part, but
yeah, certainly a authoritative response there from Reedman.
yeah. So now
Bring himself back into this set.
tied up 1-1. Okay, so I think it's whoever settles down and just cleans up their game. I think is gonna take this. Oh, nice back dash inside of the throw. Man, Reedman is he has no fear of it just jumping at you to get out of the corner.
Scouts out the Tatsu to bring himself in. Backdashes to escape it this time.
They just barely missing getting crush countered.
Definitely seems to have an answer for the demon flips.
Yeah, he's all kinds of ready.
Except for the command throw in the first round, he hasn't really. Oh, there it is again. He hasn't seemed to be taking much in the name of mix-up off of it.
Was that 2 bars? Okay, I could see Trunks trying to uppercut. Just unfortunate that he didn't get it out.
Wow, counter hit must have woken up with a button.
Yeah.
Loses the round for it.
That's actually a pretty good meaty setup. That V-skill is super plus. But yeah, now Reedman up around and full bar. That's yeah, not a good look for Akuma right now. Okay, puts him right back in the corner.
And he did block the dash under mix-up before, and this time opts to go
I
for
feel like
the throw.
Trellix might be getting a little antsy. He lost a lot of life to just random normals and just random jump-ins.
Ooh, same sort of deal. Smart
Oh,
enough
no.
to take the throw that time. Gets hit. No super from Diego.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh,
Okay, all right. This
now
is a start.
This is
If he can do this, he's the greatest Kuma alive.
Wiggle flash kick. No? All right. Diego's smarter than
Yeah,
that.
he waited. He knew.
Could chip him out with a super here. All he has to do is put him in block stun.
Yeah,
That should be it.
and there it is.
All
Even
right.
if he had V-reversal, he still would have ate that whole thing.
Reedman takes the third game somewhat convincingly. You know.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Really
stuff on his
good
part.
meter management there. You know, dealt with the attempts to getting in from Trellix there really well. You know, had answers for all of the demon flips. Flash kicked himself really, really well.
So I think I have to play next. Yeah. We're down to last 4? Last
Now,
5?
what do you think of that matchup?
Oh, the matchup with King Akuma? Or like
No.
or my match? Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's even.
Alrighty, so we are in the top 5, top 4.5, you might want to say.
Ricardo.
Winner of Crazy EX versus Reedman will join Velociraptor in the top 4 loser side. And Akita versus Sed 3S in winners finals. Yeah, the Raging Demon was pretty darn cool. That was, you don't get to see that super often. Tranquil Demon. So I believe what we have coming up is winners finals. Or maybe not. Is that? All right. I believe this is winners finals.
I'm gonna check it.
Alrighty. Bum, 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 bum,
Oh, you put him up, sweet.
bum, 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 bum. Alrighty. The winners finals coming up. I do believe this another attempt at the bounty that's apparently on said 3S's head. Interesting bit of little extra competitive zest, you know. Keeps things interesting.
What's up, guys? Hey, what's up, Reese? I haven't seen you since you almost killed Nick. All right, so back to this is winners finals. So this is it 3 out of 5?
Should be.
Okay, 3 out of 5. Also, said 3S has a bounty on his head. I'm sure you talked about it already.
Yep.
But if you didn't, you get $20 for beating him, and then I get $20 for beating him in losers later.
Who's out of whose pocket? Just anybody?
It's out
who's
of
feeling it?
yeah. We just have to pick something. It's not one of us. Not one of us is doing a bounty. Every single Ranbats week, he said he's going to do one, and he's going to pick a random player. Well, one that he chooses.
Okay.
And if you beat that player, you get $20, and that includes winners and losers. So he's putting up 40, and he did play Abe earlier in the tournament and lost, so he could have taken his own $20, but he didn't. He did take it game though.
Okay. He brought himself close. I feel like that would be a little bit anticlimactic to offer $20 and then get a net, break even.
Yeah, be down.
No net change off of the person losing.
All right. So we got Abe versus Akita. This match has happened before. It's been in Akita's favor, but so is everything. But we are slowly but surely figuring this guy out, despite the fact that he rarely plays casuals with us here at the Gaming Zone. A very Phoenix Boogeriti move, but hey, it's his prerogative. So far, it's what you'd expect. It's Akita keeping Abe out until this moment.
Dashes up for the
Dangerously
throw.
close to the corner, in the corner, and
Goes
we're in.
low on the demon flip.
Uh-oh. Akita's super out of the corner now, though. And all of that work got about half. Oh, I want to see an EXDP, but it was too late.
Didn't respect the fireball.
It's not a terrible thing that turned out that way, though, because that fireball does almost no damage. The scary thing, as we were talking about earlier, is the mix-up. I mean, is the way he can hit you.
Punished, yeah.
This is going to hurt a lot into... No, nothing. I guess maybe there's too many hits there. But into throw...
Gets jabbed out of the walk-up. Goes for the instant overhead.
And as close as Abe was there, he's got so much ground to make up now.
Wow.
Not gonna. I don't know about that move. I don't think it's gonna pay off for him in the long term, but we'll see. Maybe that's part of his game plan. Lose round 1.
That's Mensa. Intentionally losing and letting yourself let them get comfortable, as it were.
Yeah, Akita has been playing Minot, but really just as kind of like a side character. Dalsum's still very much his main. I know there was some confusion about that in like the last top 3 2 weeks ago in the first Ranbats. But no, Dalsum's very much his main. He's been messing around with Minot, but she is not his new character.
Smacks him out of the air with the demon flip.
And you know, you're not too afraid to take that. You are, I mean, as Akita, you're losing a little bit of ground there by taking the throw, but you're not losing a ton of life in ground. So hey, you know, I'll get out of the pressure by that.
Save yourself a mix-up.
Right. All right, so Abe really wants to keep him here. Akita just wasted a bar. Like, he doesn't care. Oh, no. This combo hurts. This
Now
combo
he's back
hurts
out of
even
the
more.
corner. Stun City.
Brr,
Take
brr,
him to town.
brr.
Throws him.
And an instant overhead will work, and anything will work. That will work. And you know, Abe wasn't. He was in the prowl.
Yeah.
He was ready to strike, and then at those last interactions, Akita was able to get out, get full screen, and then just continue playing his game. This is not unwinnable at all for Abe, even though that was 2 rounds in a row. Both times he was poised for position. He just needs to get there and then continue forward correctly. Part of that is a guess, it's a read, you know, but hey, them's the breaks, especially with Street Fighter V.
But I think he struggled a bit in the mid range, right? He obviously, he was playing from far away smart. He was avoiding the limbs. He was throwing fireballs, but it was right as he got close to getting in, that he started to struggle and started to get hit a little bit more.
And you really in this matchup you earn that corner, right? That's everything. But
Losing
then
it hurts
it's
that much
not
more.
over. Yeah, you have to keep it. And that's what we haven't. I mean, it's hard to do against Akita. He's a goofy, crazy man. And then Dawson gets 2 of these, by the way, because why wouldn't he get 2 of these? Oh my gosh. All right, so Abe's still in, though. Still in, and he still has this. Now he's not in anymore, but he does have V-Trigger to activate. He's going to follow this fireball in.
Wow. Jabs him out of the demon flip.
I'm hearing that Crazy EX beat Reedman, so it'll be myself and Crazy EX next, and that will be for 4th place.
Wow, grabs him out of the V reversal to seal the round.
I wasn't seeing because on my monitor over here I didn't see it, but that was cool. All right, so Abe gets on the board with a single round here in winners finals, 1st to 3. But yeah, it's all about getting Akita to that corner and then keeping him locked down. And Akuma really does have the tools, especially when you pepper in that parry. He can make you scared on a lot of different fronts, get you off base, and then just murder you.
Got him kind of close to stun. He's keeping it very. He's keeping him on a tight leash. He's giving him just about enough rope to hang himself here. He's got plenty of a life lead and just poking him to death.
Yep.
Only one solid confirm through that entire second round there.
Final round.
Okay, Abe really needs to take this round. This is pivotal because if he loses it, he's going to be down 2-0. If he wins it, tie game. We're just starting from a fresh slate.
They started with a good amount of meter here. Chooses to spend
Gets
the
the
bar,
throw.
go for damage, a corner carry. 2
Not a
throws.
throw, not a
Tech's
throw.
the 3rd one. Very brave tech there.
And Abe backs completely off, eats all of this damage.
The
You
V-Trigger
know he's
doing
not happy.
so much to get Akita out of the corner here. Just forcing Set 3S to respect it.
Fireball followed it in with a V-Trigger activation. He might not get a chance. There it is. All right, Abe's
Chooses
last
to
chance
go
here.
low.
What's he going to do? Throw. Okay, but now he's out of it. But
Command
maybe
throw.
not.
Tech's the throw again. Akita defense on the throws have been very good.
Dawson.
Yep.
Win.
But at the same time, I feel like that's where Set 3S is starting to gain control is through throws. It's kind of where he's getting a lot of his corner carry, walk-up throws, jump-in throws. But Akita's kind of catching on to that. So how long until it becomes, a shimmy and you punish the throw bait?
Well, the thing is, Akuma does have a special ability in that he can parry, right?
Yes.
And Akita loves, excuse me, Akita loves his V reversals. So if I'm Abe, I'm thinking more, I'm going to go for a meaty or a strike in whatever fashion, because if that works, great. And if it doesn't, and Akita V reversals, I get major damage. As opposed to getting those throws, he's getting the throws, but he gets nothing afterwards.
He doesn't get set up. He gets maybe corner carry, but he's not. He's losing a little bit of health, but he's maintaining control over the match by taking that as opposed to a full confirm.
Right.
So he's picking his battles very well, even when he's getting hit.
Yeah. So yeah, and there's the throw again, but still, I mean, it's only so much.
But now
And
it's safe pressure. Red fireball keeps him in the corner, escapes with a slide, teleports out of there. Maintaining screen control, but Dawson's still in proper condition to turn
And
the tides
Akita
a
wants
bit.
to go back and get that fireball, but he was like, nope. And then Akita's like, well, here's a huge freaking combo.
Teleports out of the Oki.
What did he?
Finally blocks the low.
I don't think Akuma should have hair after that.
No.
All right, so Abe kind of got one last chance. He's going to follow this fireball in. Ooh, and
Jabs him
Akita.
out of it.
Yep, same setup as last time, but Akita adjusts and kills. And I got to go play Ernest.
Alrighty. Wow, that was swift work. And that should be $20 in the pocket of Akita.
As if he needed it.
I'm sorry? Oh, yeah, okay. Hey, there it is. Akita is $20 richer. That could get him like half a drink at Starbucks. All right, so now we have, this should be loser semifinals between Velociraptor and Crazy EX. No?
You have a chance to get another, you know that? You have a chance to get another, you know that?
If he makes it back through yeah, anytime, any set in losers, apparently it also counts.
You got another 20 possibility.
And if you beat him again, you win the tournament, so that's even more money. Akita is filling his pockets tonight. So yeah, should be losers semifinals coming up. Velociraptor versus Crazy EX, as Crazy EX defeated Reedman off stream. Solid 5th place finish for old Fizzy Cups. Back to playing Marvel, back to his main shtick, his main squeeze.
City in chaos.
Both of these players have had very convincing performances in the sets that they've won so far that we've seen on stream. So I'm definitely interested to see how this shakes out. I'm not super familiar with the matchup as a Cammy player myself, so I think definitely a solid learning opportunity. One thing I do want to look out for is how Crazy EX deals with the Kali projectile of V-Trigger 2. Not something he usually has, or Cammy usually has to worry about in the matchup. Starts out with a stand fierce into the spiral. As we said before, the standing medium kick pokes are going to be a big factor in these sorts of matchups. How Cammy navigates around the size nose. Throw, corner pressure has been established. Anti-air is the attempt to get out. Nearing stun here. Kind of has to respect the pokes a little bit. Dive kick. There it is. Build some meter. Not quite enough. Does have V-trigger. Allows for a safe meaty. V-reversals out. All he has to do, one EX spiral, take this round if he manages to scout out a fireball.
Oh,
and he dashes into the standing medium kick.
I saw that.
In what other fashion would she win a round if not that? So, yeah, very solid control from Crazy EX in that first round. He worked his way in. He maintained corner pressure well. He dealt with telegraphed escapes. He anti-air to jump out attempts. Kept him back where he wanted him. And even after Velociraptor regained stage control, still managed to keep his composure and seal out the round against a very high resource from Akali, which is definitely scary. Punishes the whiff dive kick. Crazy EX comes out on top anyway, almost taking him coast to coast, beats an EX DP for it. Jumps in. Shouldn't kill. Not too sure how much health Akali has, but he's definitely established himself a solid lead, and he has V-trigger. So any of the, he could do the full combo there and take it all the way home. Game one convincingly going to Crazy EX there. Really solid confirms, really solid use of his pokes, really, he played the matchup very well,
Play as you should have, Cammy.
Yeah, absolutely. The first round, you live and die by the standing medium kick, You might eat a crush counter for it, but he's a Seismo. Establishing a knockdown so big in this game. Blocks the cross-up. Cammy notably only has one jump in that really reliably crosses up, but she has better aerial tools to make up for it in the name of Hooligan and Dive Kick. Backdashes to escape a command throw. Standing Fierce gets punished. Spit on him. That's the Sentinel Stand Fierce. Throw some bars at him.
Velociraptor seems to be adapting.
Yeah, he's definitely done a better job of gaining control and holding on to it from there. One more hit will be the round. No? Wow. Uses the dive kick very efficiently, but nonetheless, not exactly what you would have expected there in terms of how he would have sealed that out, but you know,
Saves a full bar.
really well use of his tools, and he managed to keep the entire bar for it. So he could have killed him for only 1 bar there, being able to follow up with EXTP off of V-Trigger Spiral Arrow if it's the second one. But nonetheless, you know, Crazy EX, you know, maintaining control here even under pressure. Under a bit of you know, corner pressure, and he's very close to stun. There it is. This should be the round pretty easily. Doesn't even need to spend a bar.
Just kept pushing buttons at the wrong time.
It's like, as Cammy, you have to choose between like the resisting the urge to just do things, you know.
She's got such fast moves. You just want to.
It's like a Ken player having to resist the urge to do an EXTP. Like, it's just like you feel it in your gut. You just got to do it. Good anti-air, crosses him up on the far side, confirms into super.
Might as well spend it now. Build more meter.
Hooligan into dive kick. Oh! Tries to put him in the blender there. Whiffs and manages to get a confirm anyway. Finds himself in the corner.
That excellent V reversal.
Yeah, this is far from over though. This is prime Nakali here. Dark Nakali, as it were. Wow. Spirals right in. EX dive kick is slightly negative on block. This is all of a sudden a match again. Still got a little bit of ground to make up, but ooh, 1 counter hit would have done it.
Made it
from
up.
there. Ah. Game 2 going to Velociraptor after a little bit of a slobber knocker in the last round. You know that's Nakali. He is the Dark Virgil of this game. Maybe Abigail. Who's the comeback character? Who's the one character you would never count out?
Ooh. It's kind of hard because in this game, really anybody.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, that's true. That's Street Fighter V. Like Virgil has like 30 in-game seconds, which is like a whole like minute of X Factor, and his never ends. But then like the one character I would trust most to make a comeback, I would say, is probably Abigail in the current state. Wow, stands there, stares at him, and then does the EXTP. That's how we feeling?
I'd actually go controversial and say Birdie may be the best comeback.
No, I definitely think that's an alternative. If not,
V-Trigger 1 Birdie.
I think Birdie is definitely a fair answer to that question. He's got a lot of tools and he's very efficient at using them. Might have to hop off after this game, but wow, seals that round. Pretty, you know, Cammy light buttons, jumping all over him. Not really, you know, using the mobility tools that Hooligan provides him, but not landing much in the name of it. She doesn't confirm unless it's a counter hit. And that time gets stuffed out by an EXTP. And that's what he's got to show for it. Back to neutral. Both characters essentially full resources. Will be able to confirm into super there. Chooses not to. Really wants to save it. This is match point for Crazy EX, and there it is. Best of 5. All right. Well, I definitely have to make my exit. It was a pleasure joining the Arizona community tonight for impromptu commentary appearance. Definitely didn't even know what was popping when I came in, and even less so that I would end up. All right, I gotta head out.
Take it easy. Alright, looks like we got Crazy EX and Said2ES coming up. Losers finals that it is. 3 out of 5. I wonder if Crazy EX knows that he can get $20 here.
You will feel my wrath.
All right.
Do we have Thrasher with us?
How's it going, man?
Ah, fellow Mika.
Mika commentary. All right, so these two, best friends, Set 3S, Crazy EX. They know each other inside and out. Been playing for a long time because they're both old men. Getting right in there, testing the waters, seeing what buttons you can whiff. Oh, God. Crazy EX with the jump in. All right, now they've calmed down.
We just saw a Cammy
you
and a
cannot.
Kuma matchup.
What's
So we just saw a Cammy and a Kuma matchup. We're seeing another now.
Who was the other Akuma?
That was it Crazy EX and what's his name?
Trellix?
Trillix.
Isaac's not here. I don't know. But anyway, this one is Crazy EX and Set 3S. The pressure. Oh, he screwed up to confirm. Did punches instead of kicks, but he got it anyway. Hopefully Set 3S can shake that off. Keep moving forward.
That probably was Trillix actually now thinking about it, because I just realized that it was not a Kuma who's played, it was Nikali.
Oh, the Velociraptor.
Yeah, evil looking characters, whatever.
Got the jump in. Doesn't spin super. Maybe not the best point. And he definitely makes Set 3S think twice about fireballs, which he clearly is like, you do not have these reactions. I've played you for years. You do not have these reactions.
A bit of a stare down there.
I know.
Some respect.
Good blocks. Uh-oh. Is he going to spend it? Yep.
Yep.
He's going to...
This won't kill.
It's going to be a lot. But he does get a setup after this.
Gotta be careful. Kuma has all his resources.
It ate the rest of her V-trigger when he jabbed him out of it. He must have just started the dive kick. All right. Gets all that gray health. Reads the... Oh, man. He read the throw in the corner. Did the back dash.
That was excellent.
And got the back throw for the most damage and meter. All right. Game one goes to Crazy EX.
Fight.
How do you think Cammy has the advantage in this matchup?
I think at best it's 5-5, but
It's 5-5, yeah,
but definitely
slight.
she can definitely give Akuma a run for his money.
They both need to control the neutral, and they both need to, once they get in, go really hard in. They have great damage in that regards. But I think this the speed of Cammy's motions and her pokes, I think gives her the advantage here.
Gets the activation.
You see, Kuma
Oh,
has
he
excellent
has
damage.
V-trigger too? I didn't see it. Yeah.
Loses Raging Demon, but gains some interesting setups.
I was going to say, I was like, why was that an EX? And then I understood. Good whiff punish by Set 3S. Such a hard button to whiff punish too. Cammy's stand medium kick. It's so good. Tries to get it, keep him in the corner. Doesn't work. Missed input there with the overhead. Akuma's dive kick wins apparently. Oh, big damage incoming. Cannot have those screw-ups like that. Goes into V-trigger. I believe he's still plus after that. Could be the round. Spin. Well, it's going to be close. But it is Akuma's health. And
Oh!
all right. Good choice to spend the meter there. That did so much damage.
Final round. Fight.
Good anti-air. I like this. He just got his damage with the throw. Went back to neutral. Got another whiff punch. Cammy looking at stun here. Backs off a little bit.
Cammy's got to control the neutral with those pokes, but wish punishes by Akuma really hurt. It's tough.
Got himself some space with the meter there. That demon flip is so good. It makes me angry, but it's ridiculous. Oh, the throw bait. Almost done here.
Come on.
He went for the other throw bait, but good patience by Set 3S. He's been doing a lot of work in neutral with whiff punishes and everything else. So it's funny to see him just because a lot of Akumas would abuse their pressure. They would try and seal the game before it's technically over and might get themselves killed. But Set 3S content to just go back into neutral and trust in his neutral game to get the whiff punishes and the damage he needed. All right, so I believe we're 1-1 now.
Yep.
Fight.
This is Lucha's final, so it is 3 out of 5.
Man,
Good anti-air.
gets out of there. No punish by Cammy. She was in range. She did. Dashes right into the buff/nerf forward fierce. All the Akuma players I've talked to have thought that is nothing but a buff. Like, okay, it's -2. Who cares? But you get big damage after it hitting. So. Oh, God. Fireball gets in there. This is Crazy X needs to make this. Oh, and
Excellent to me. Oh, but just out of range.
But he got it.
Doesn't matter.
Into the stun. Should be able to kill with a simple combo and does. All right. Good adjustment from Crazy EX. He definitely made the most of his time in that round. Whereas Set 3S's defense has been paying dividends, getting him out of these situations with Cammy. Just staying outside that range, using the fireball. Akuma's longest button.
Great read on that fireball there.
All right, a little late on the anti-air, gets the trade. Both of them sitting on super here. 2 900 health characters sitting on pretty much full bar, like full resources. Okay. This could be the end of Cammy. Akuma's V-trigger 2 so strong when you get the hit.
He just needs one really good hit. Oh, that could be it.
Oh, doesn't spend the super.
I'm surprised.
Oh.
Oh, she didn't have V-trigger.
Oh, man. Okay. Back to neutral. One hit. Yeah. He tried to sneak in there, and Set 3S was just ready.
He's going for the throw, I assume.
Something. He's gotten a little bit of mileage out of dash forward, crouch strong, so gets. Okay, that's better than nothing. It's definitely a weird timing. Gets the full combo, spends the super. Big damage, and still he's going to get the setup.
Oh, he's so close to stun, too. Oh, my
and
lord.
He gets it. That's going to be it for Set 3. It's the second game. All right, we're up. Crazy EX. 2-1. Good adjustment from their first set, which he lost, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yes. All right, just no time to think. Get right back in there. Both players know what to do. It's just a matter of who's going to do it better.
Kuma wants to win this. He has to really whiff punish those pokes. It's going to be tough, but that seems to be his only option. Cammy's whiff punishing his pokes.
I don't think one dive kick has gone unchecked unless it's really close to the ground. But any jump-ins like that have been DP'd by Set3S.
He's on point with that.
Get some good damage. All right. One hit could spell the end of Cammy here. Oh! Unfortunately, those reliable anti-airs failed him that time. And that is going to take it.
Ventimita did not even give her a chance.
Yep. Smart stuff. Get the round over. You can build meter next one.
Ventimita, take the round. That's my philosophy.
Relentless pressure from Cammy. But the defense.
Jesus,
Oh,
excellent
just out of
spacing.
range.
Most of the time.
Yeah. I think he could have gone to low forward. Maybe that would have worked better. Okay. Went with the dive kick when he could have got a lot more, but it's hard to change what your brain is committed to in midair.
Especially if you're trying to think Akuma's going to do to your anti-air.
Okay. Cammy's sitting on super. Every fireball is a huge risk. Spends it. Gets thrown into the corner. So confident. And that could be it. Okay, 2-2.
It's an actual match.
Coming down to the wire here. Going into game 3. Both players look very on point. Not missing whiff punishes.
Round 1.
Certainly not missing anti-airs. Even if they trade, it's still not a miss.
It's better than getting your setup.
Doesn't get the spiral arrow afterwards. Another good anti-air.
Wasn't even really much of an anti-air. That guy was just trying to get out of the corner. Wasn't letting that happen.
Oh, misconfirmed from the confirmist.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay. I think Set3S was caught a little off guard by the very, very delayed DP. Okay, spends the rest of his V-trigger.
Keeps trying to bait out a throw.
Yeah.
Not working. I'm going to assume Akuma went for a throw there. That time it worked.
Fight.
Yeah, he went for the throw and just got counter hit.
Two players that really like the neutral.
Yeah. It's every opportunity that they have tried to cheat their way in has been, or out for that matter, has been punished. They're forcing each other to play a very honest game for the most part. Gets the crush counter. Doesn't.
Still a lot of damage.
There could have been a lot more. He elected not to spend it.
They want to save that meter. That's what he's
Okay.
probably thinking.
Still, even when it's all on the line.
Oh, no, that could have been the round match. Just needs one good hit.
Man. That was a super. So, a couple missed opportunities there because Akuma Stand Fierce is -5, and I believe Cammy has a 4-frame super. So he could have punished it. But there's always weird, distance situations with Cammy things and like everything. Oh, the DPs! Nobody's allowed to jump.
This is match point for both of them.
All right. Set3S getting himself out of the corner with the fireball. Activates V-trigger. This match could be evened up very quickly if that V-trigger 2 gets used a bit. Checking the dash. Oh, Man, the reactions. You are not allowed to jump. All right. Coming down to the wire here. Set 3S on the ropes. He's got full meter. About half his V-trigger 2 left to do it. Oh. The defense is ridiculous right now. And that's going to take it.
Set 3S is knocked out.
All right. Showing some love. No matter how heated things get in the game, these two will be friends for life. All right, they're getting right into it. Our grand finals is going to be Akita versus Crazy EX. We have seen this plenty of times before. It can go either way. Who will have what it takes tonight? So everybody's getting set up here. Akita's moving his chair out the way. I feel like the very solid ground, being a pain in the rear end, keeps him focused so that he has what it takes to play his Dulcin or Manat to the best of his ability. Looking around for the headset. We all know. There it is, as is tradition. Water? I don't. I can grab you one real quick. I will be right back. All right, I got to be the water boy for a second. So, this time around, we have a Tucson Phoenix Grand Finals, and we have Tucson Phoenix commentary. That means we're allowed to be just a little bit biased. I'm very biased because Crazy EX is family. So, let's go Tucson.
Akita seems to have been the best amongst all Arizona recently in Street Fighter V.
Yeah, he's been on a tear that no one's been able to stop for quite some time now.
He even took a game against Punk.
Yeah. And after playing him myself, that is quite the feat, I've found. The man was ready for everything. So, getting back to it here, checking buttons. Akita and his crazy button layout. I don't even know what the hell that is.
He has a button for throw. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, well, you can't argue with the man's results. Whatever that button layout does, it does something right. He's not small, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the floor.
Playing at the gaming zone, of course.
Yep. Gaming Zone's been taking care of us for quite some time. I started coming here just before, maybe like the end of 4. Probably
Sometime around the end of
2014,
4.
2015, something like that.
Same here.
And yeah, man, they provided setups, provide everything.
This is the path to achieve enlightenment.
All right, sportsmanship before the match. So Crazy EX has quite the hill to climb. He's got to beat Akita's Dulcin 2 sets, 3 out of 5.
Yes.
Not very many people have been able to win a set, let alone 2, even 2 out of 3s. But if there's a character and a man who can do it, it is Cammy and Crazy EX.
Got a Super Street Fighter 2 matchup here.
All right. I like it. Stay out. Don't try and force too much, but eventually you've got to do something. I'd like to see him try and sweep the limbs a little bit. All right. He's throwing away about half his health, trying to get in. Unsuccessful so far.
Feel that once Cammy gets in, it's bad news for Dawson.
She can. Okay, he goes for the slide. Just spins it.
Get
Back in the corner. Dalsum is hitting buttons and dies for it. He died because his defense cracked. But mid-screen, I don't think there's anyone in our scene that has better defense than Akita.
Cammy's in bad trouble trying to get in. But once she does get in, all bets are off.
He spent about half his life bar last time just getting in. And it didn't matter because as soon as he did get in, he made it count.
That's kind of the game plan against Dawson. You just gotta take the punishment. That
okay.
was wacky.
And then just as quickly as Crazy EX's Cammy tore up Akita, he answers right back with a very convincing round. All right. A little bit more patient this time from both players because Crazy EX kind of forced his way in there last time with the spiral arrow. But now he's doing work. Okay. I think he was reading a V reversal there, but he didn't spend it.
That might have actually been a good idea. Just get rid of that ball.
It's very smart. We bounced ideas off of each other on how to deal with that thing a little bit. Okay, good defense from Akita that time. He got away. Did not bite on the throw bait, which would have killed him most likely. All right, not too much health here. Gets the throw. All right.
Game one.
If he had not done the dive kick, he would have been able to land in DP, or at least block. But once again, midair, kind of hard to change your mind.
Plus, you got that super he had ready. That would have killed him. It's always hard when they have super ready and it'll kill you instantly.
Oh, those DPs from the last round are transferring over to Grand Finals.
Gonna need them to.
Akita not letting him in for free. Took about half health already. But, okay. Crazy EX got in for a second, but Akita found his way out. That is going to be the X factor for this match. If Akita can find his way out once Cammy's in, because it's going to happen. One way or another, Cammy's going to get in. Okay, he has something in mind for that, and it's not working out. Okay.
That was weird.
Okay. Gets the confirm. Wow. Oh.
Mistake City.
Man, the pucker factor. I was like, I couldn't speak. All right. Good round from Crazy EX.
Good round. It was just mistake after mistake from both players.
Yeah.
The one who made the least.
I should say good luck from Crazy EX. But the confirm at the end, to just see the two straight jabs was pretty legit. All right. Akita definitely a little bit more conservative with his normals in mid-range. But that conservative play style allowed Crazy EX to dash right in. Okay. Good defense from Akita.
Cammy can keep him in.
Crazy EX recognizing his plus. Will he spend it?
That's a lot of pain.
Nope, doesn't spend it. I like it because if he gets away, it's one more option.
One more
but
hit.
now he's going to take. Oh, he doesn't
What?
spend it. Ah.
Oh, this could be bad. Now spends the meter.
Okay. Good. Yeah, he should have never spent that bar because now.
Gonna have to go for Hail Mary here.
Okay, he's running low on time. He's got about 18 seconds. Oh, couldn't seal it out. All right, that's fine. He didn't waste all of his meter. I definitely would have liked to have seen him keep super because the super was keeping Akita's V-trigger at bay. As soon as he spent that bar, you saw Akita use it. Smart stuff.
Now she's back down to Puma square one here. She had the game.
Oh, just misses the DP. Not too big a damage, though. Good use of that low forward. New stuff. Season 2, Dawson. Very close to... Good block. Oh, but he misses the punish.
Thankfully. Forcing Dawson to use those vehicles was actually very helpful. Oh, hopefully blocked. No. Always got to be aware of the wake up super.
Dawson win.
Yeah. He got just a little too ahead of himself that time.
This is the 12th win for player 1.
This is
Is
2-0 Akita.
Is it really 2-0?
Yep.
I could have... Okay. I'm not the one who can score, but...
This could be the final game.
Could be. If Crazy EX can't get something started here.
This is a good start.
Good defense. Perfectly timed teleport from Akita. But that... he didn't do the fierce... Well, with the V-trigger scaling now, that wasn't going to be anyway.
Yeah, that may not have killed. Oh, that
No.
wake up super, I would say.
Nope. He stayed
Alright.
patient, waited to see what Akita was going to do, and got the dive kick to him. It's not over yet.
I wonder if Cammy had done wake up super, followed by a Dawson wake up super. That would have actually gone in Dawson's favor.
I don't know. I think it's fully invincible until it hits. At least projectile.
And speaking of supers, this round is pretty much Dawson's.
Yeah. Not much he was going to do there.
Tournament point, Akita.
Cammy sitting on full meter.
Yep, definitely an over.
All right. Not a good look for Dawson. If Cammy gets in early, he can spell trouble. Does not... I mean, that's a hard thing to whiff punish because it's like about 8 million active frames. All right.
Good down there.
He's getting a little antsy, though. He's just dashing in there. Akita smells blood.
He's lost patience.
Oh, here we go. Does he spend it? Nope. Okay.
Gotta watch that super. Oh,
Okay.
that's that.
Good spacing. Good choices from Akita.
Dawson
And he takes it
win.
convincingly.
Akita shows he's still coming the best at Street Fighter V in Arizona.
Yep. Good stuff from both players. There was just a little bit of overzealous, throwing too much life away, not reacting to the normals as they come out. I mean, granted, reaction is a
It's hard for Cammy.
weird word in Street Fighter V, but you can definitely whiff punish the medium kick and the